So in this lesson we are going to learn how to use table visualization, and for that I'm going to click again on add panel, going to add an empty panel, and then we are going to select table. Now in table we should be showing something which has tabular information, and that can be something like, let's say, disk space utilization for all the different mount points. So I'm just going to go to Matrix browser this time, and I'm going to search for file system. And now in file system, if we see, we have different options available. So for example, let's say if we are interested in what is the free bytes available on all the different mount points. Okay, so I have just selected node file system free bytes, and then there is an option of whether you want to select all the mount points or whether you want to select any particular mount point. You can do those things, but in this case I'm just going to leave it as it is, and then I'm going to click on use query. Now if you see, the information which we have is something like this. Now here we can enable instant in order to see only the latest information, and now if I click on instant, we see information like this. Now I want to sum up all of these I want to sum up all of this information so we can see a single entry. So for that we can do sum, and we can do sum by mount point, and now let's see how the information is being shown. Okay, so right now we can see we have information only for run mount point which is being shown here, and here we can see we have sort of filter to select any of the available mount points. Now the reason this is happening is because right now if you see, format is being shown as time series, so we need to change it to table. And now we can see that all of the mount points are being displayed here, and this is the time, this is at which the latest information was being pulled. So we can see that this time is exactly the time which is matching with my current system time. This values is in bytes, so as we know, now we can change this unit to bytes, and we can select data bytes. Now we can see that it is being shown properly in MB or GBs, which is more human-like format. And then what we can do is, let's say we want to change some of the formatting here. So for that, let's scroll down and see what are the options which we have. Okay, so here if you see, there are quite interesting options which are available when we go to cell display mode. So here we have an option of color text. So let's say if I select color text, you can see that all of these colors are being changed, and all of these colors are being changed based on the value which is available here in the threshold. So now we just want to get rid of this red color, and then we are just going to have all of this information in green color. And now let's just go up again, and let's see what are the other options available. Now let's say if we want to change background gradient, we have option of doing that. If we want to keep solid color, we have an option of doing that, and also we have gradient gauge. So for example, you might have seen that some people display time and mount point, and then the value is being displayed in gauge. Now if I select gradient gauge here, you can see all of these information are being messed up. We don't want to display time or mount point in gradient gauge. So for that I'm going to let's say we are just going to keep it, change it back to auto, and then what we can do is we can enable gradient gauge only for value. So for that we can go on overrides, and then we can go to add field name, and in the field with name we are going to select this field name which is called value, and then we are going to select add override property, and here we want to add cell display mode, and in the cell display mode we are going to change it to let's say gradient gauge. Now this looks quite nice. Okay, and you can see now the formatting is looking quite good. If you want to change it to LCD gauge, you can do that. There is an option of basic gauge, you can select that as well. So just depends how you want to format this, and also if you just want to color it, or you can do that as well. So these are the options which are available, which you can just play around with. In this case I'm just going to keep it gradient gauge. I'm going to go to all again, and here I'm going to call it free space. So this is how easy it is to create a tabular format or create a tabular panel in Grafana. I'm going to click on apply, and this is where we can have this information. So I'm just going to resize it so everything fits together, and that's it in this lesson. See you again in the next lesson.